Waves are a Okay, that is a good thing. Okay. Welcome to this podcast, ladies. And today we are looking to speak about lingerie and how society in general has shaped our views, and basically how we on our own are also challenging these things. We are bringing out different facets of lingerie in our life, showing them to people in a different way. So it brings me to a very fundamental question about how lingerie has been seen in a very judgmental manner when we go out in the society. It starts with something as basic as your bra strap being seen, and somebody coming and telling you that your bra strap is being seen, they're staring at you, and it is considered vulgar, or it is looked down upon. And other people have a lot of opinions on this. So how have you faced this particular judgment, and how have you tackled it on your own in the past? So if you could just help me with your experience.
I have not experienced judgmental comments, but yes, staring too much, surrounding by boys, so it's too much. Like starting from, you can say, the auto drivers, but you cannot avoid. It's natural, and I'm enjoying it. So good.
Especially in the train, women's also stare when you're wearing a padded bra or and the line is seen. They also stare.
Okay.
I think after being women and owning it for a while, you get used to it and you don't really care.
Right.
I think that becomes a practice altogether, and you tend to notice all these things. I mean, not even notice all these things, I think, after a point of time.
So, like, you have now become comfortable
Yeah.
with your own
Yeah.
skin in that.
And also, I think it also depends where we stay. Being privileged to be a part of Mumbai, I think people are very okay and open with them understanding what kind of clothing we are wearing and what goes under it. So I think that adds a lot of value, and I think that is the reason why most of us are comfortable.
And I also feel that whatever bra you're wearing, for that matter, like you said, we are privileged to be in a society or in a city,
Yeah.
basically, that is
Yeah.
very much embracing about this particular aspect, about showing off your body or actually owning up to your body. But there are places, say tier 2 and tier 3 cities, where even today body is not something people have started loving yet.
Yes.
So in a very small situation, like a heavy bust for that matter, so people would often come and say that you should dress correctly because you have a heavier bust. And it doesn't feel appropriate sometimes. So, like, have you faced something of that sort in the past? Probably. Have you, as an expert, actually faced questions or doubts about this issue in the past?
Questions, yeah. I mean, most of the times I've gotten questions like, am I wearing the right bra for my bust size? And is it bad to have a heavy bust? I said, no, yeah, you guys are blessed. I don't have that great bust that you have. But I'll always help them find a nicer bra, which will make it look much better.
Basically, I think heavier bust is something Indian women are blessed with.
Yeah,
If I have to say it in a
True.
very nice words, we are just blessed with it. But the Western concept of a perfect body does not actually embody that. And has that ever created a doubt in your mind about your body image, or say body positivity going ahead, probably?
I mean, throughout the years, our body does keep changing. Along with weight gain, maybe, or maybe you're growing up and naturally your body is going to get bigger, and hence your breasts are going to get bigger. With heavier breast, yes, there are people who have the tendency to keep guiding you. Now, of course, it depends on you on how well you are taking it, or do you even want to waste a second behind somebody who is trying to tell you what to do with your own body?
Right.
But then after a while, if you're comfortable in your skin, I don't think that a heavier breast, for that matter, even a smaller breast is a problem to a lot of people. not just heavier breast. And with that, I think with confidence is the only way that a person is going to overcome that heavy breast ill comments. And I think that is the only way, because you can't really change a person's point of view.
Yeah.
If that person has been always around fit people and who have been keeping a note of their body and how and where their body is going, and they do have a control over it. Yeah. So with that, you can't really ask them to change in a particular way. I think confidence is the only key that how you are tackling your heavy bust or smaller bust comments.
Right. Confidence is important, and how you are carrying yourself. That is most
Yeah.
important. I don't feel she tell me you are a heavy bust, but I don't feel I'm heavy bust because I'm like blessed and okay with it.
We are perfect
Happy
the way
with
we
it.
are, yes. and this is a transition, I think,
Yeah.
from probably say 20, 25 years ago, when women were not so happy about themselves or their bodies for that matter. And we can see that transition with women like you today, which is a welcome change,
Yeah.
Yes.
a really welcome change. That brings me to a very, very awkward question, that when was the first time that you actually went out to buy a bra? And how was it? Who took you to buy your bra? And what are the thoughts that were coming to your mind? And how did you navigate through them?
I've always been around women. 80% of my family are women. We are blessed with really body positive women. Uh, so I used to always go to the stores with them while they wanted to purchase their own brand. Since being, of course, a girl, they were comfortable taking me to the store, because back then people were not comfortable taking a boy or a man to the store. But when I went there, I noticed that people are not actually getting what they want. And luckily, when I grew up, I had the privilege to have online purchases of intimate garments, or basically any kind of underwears. And hence, I started figuring out what I want on my own, because shops were not really helping me out to give the right bra for myself.
Yeah. How about you, Pooja? Your first ever bra buying experience.
No, I went with my mom, and I was frankly really not very happy with it, because since childhood I was very much fascinated towards fashion industry, and I had an eye for everything that I used to buy with regards to my clothing. So the bras that were then back then were like very basic, those boring, they used to call it hosiery ka bra, those it was like very awkward for me to hear that word also, because it's such a beautiful garment. But yeah, I had no choice, because I started it with my mom. But eventually, when I started going to college for my higher studies, when I was pursuing my fashion designing, that's when my college was in Marine Lines, and I came to town from small town like Ambernath, and that's when I explored the market. I saw there are such beautiful lingerie available, and I was not even knowing till then that there are lace bras also. And I was like, wow, there was so much I missed for so many years.
It must have been a revolution at that
Yeah.
point.
True.
Nice. How about you? First.
My first experience was cool, like, because it was with my elder sister, not with my mom. So it was okay, like nothing, like no awkwardness or no hesitations. Like, I can tell her my choice, I want to buy this, because sister, you can tell, like,
Yes.
it is easy to tell her.
Yes.
So it was cool.
How about you?
I went alone to buy a bra in shop for the first time, and then I saw there are men's also there. I was little uncomfortable there, but luckily I got the one which I wanted to buy.
And how did you go about it? Like, did you? I'm sure there were store managers or probably salesperson present there.
Yeah.
And were they very helpful to you, or were they?
Yeah, they were very helpful. They are comfortable, but we are uncomfortable for the first time when a girl is going. Like, I was in a college, so that was awkward for me. But later it was okay, because they are also comfortable. They are making you comfortable. That ठीक है, आपको ये size नहीं, ये size try करना चाहिए. And
Do you think the experience is going to
This color
change
is-
by the time, say, your daughter grows up?
Definitely, she's so fascinated with the bra from this age. She's 5 years old and she's very much fascinated about the bras. She also wears the slip, so she knows what kind of what particular what do you say
The product
product
means to women.
means.
You do realize that, like women like you today, who yourselves have invested so much in making a positive body image visible to your children, to the next generation. You are raising a generation which is going to be so much more confident about themselves.
Yes,
And like her daughter
They are
as well, who from today knows what looks great on her, who wants to make sure that she's feeling good about herself, probably in the next 10 years.
They check before if they are
Yes.
getting ready. They check how they are looking. If she is not looking good, she will change the clothes.
And that's another very welcome change, I
Very
believe.
much particular.
Yes.
They exactly know what they want. The
Looking,
generation growing ahead, like
Yes. Also, this is, I think, going to be the same generation which will defend the choices that we are making today. While we spend that little extra on buying a bra, this next generation will not have to do it.
Yeah.
Because we are already doing it for them. Like, some auntie comes and asks us, like, you're wearing a bra which costs $2,000. Ye to dikhta bhi nahi hai. Why are you spending so much on it? The next generation probably will not have to go through it because of us, right?
Yes, yeah.
So, that's again something I wanted to know about. Like, people around you, say your friend circle, family, extended family, do they come to you for advice? And basically, have you had any funny, substantial experiences that you might want to share about this advice that they come to you for?
Yeah, I mean, of course, for being in this industry, every second person whom I know in my peer circle, in my office, every time they keep coming and asking me, "Arey, bra size check करके बताना ये वो." And for that matter, the aunties whom I keep telling, "के भाई change from that conical brass, you need to change." So they'll come and say, "हाँ तो बता मुझे, लेकिन वो रिंग वाला नहीं चाहिए." So I was like, "What is ring वाला?" तो नहीं वो रिंग वाला ब्रा होता है ना वो नहीं चाहिए. तो आई वाज वंडरिंग लाइक क्या है रिंग वाला. देन आई आस्क्ड देम क्या मतलब वो चुभता है ना. तो दे आर रेफरिंग टू अंडरवायर्स. सो दैट वाज सो फनी फॉर मी. पीपल कॉल रिंग्स टू अंडरवायर. आई वाज नॉट एबल टू रिलेट आल्सो व्हाट दे आर सेइंग. So that was a funny experience when I heard that for the first time.
Nice. Something you have seen?
I have been doing a lot of blogs since a very young age. So I love to research. Since the very beginning, I used to love Mama's magazines that they used to post various articles. So hence, I'm more aware than I can say most of my friends. So yeah, friends do come up to me and ask me to help them, but not something like there's no funny incidents attached to it, because I find it as if I should be helping them.
Yeah.
Since I have a little more knowledge, and that's about it.
Like we are moving towards the end of this discussion, but again, because I am not going to be able to find industry experts sitting with me like this, I'm going to ask one question that has come down from my friend circle, and it has been something we have all been fighting about for many years now. All of us have a different opinion, and we now want one answer for it if it is possible. We all love a white shirt.
Yeah.
But we have such varied opinions about what color bra we should be wearing in this white shirt. So please tell us what we can do about this.
I would say go for nudes. Of course, is an answer, but I would say if you want to really flaunt your bra, go for some nice poppy shades, some neons, or prints also for that matter. Some prints look very cool. So it actually also depends where you are wearing and how you want to dress for the occasion.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Yeah, like she said, I think for a more formal setting, you would go, of course, with a nude bra. But if you are going for a night out, you would actually want to buy something fancy and flaunt it. Maybe keep, if you're too uncomfortable, of course, go with the safer choice, the nude one. But if you want to try something daring, I think a fancier bra with a little buttons open would actually do the trick. It would look really, really pretty.
Right.
But to whatever you want, don't go for the white bras. They are pathetic looking. Please don't do it.
No, I would also say that it's not always required for the formal clothing also to have a nude. You can always have those nice
Nice
poppy
color.
formal outerwear with a white shirt and a poppy bra with a poppy shoe to go with it. Just to give it
Yeah.
a different look.
Yeah. Same. Nice color, subtle color. Not too zazzy, too loud, but I can prefer prints also. Prints are
Okay.
also.
Any tip from your side?
Make curious others. What into it.
I agree to you.
Make others curious. Yeah. I think this was a very fun discussion as to
Yeah.
we get to know so much about a person when we look at their outfit, but seldom we actually look at what they are wearing inside.
Yeah.
And I think that also reflects on what they are as a person,
Yeah.
because that is something they are wearing only for themselves.
True.
And today, with you all and all the insights that you have shared, I think this taboo about having a great set of lingerie that you have, wearing it, flaunting it if you want to flaunt it, I think it will be a small step towards the direction of making people more body positive and probably embrace their body a bit more.
Yeah.
So, thank you
Certainly.
so much for
Thank you
all
so
of
much
this.
for this
Thank you.
podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.